Stellar Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, better said Mr. Worldwide. Put it down right now with DJ Anarchy and the Tropical Takeover. Globalization, Channel 13. Dale.
Welcome to the Tropical Takeover show with yours truly, DJ Anarchy. And you already know this is the show where I feature all the hottest artists from all around the globe. And today I got a very special guest, a very huge Afro star who has been truly putting Amapiano music on the global map in a major way. All the way from South Africa, we have the one and only Focalistic. What's up?
What's good? How are you?
Just cool, man. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Focalistic, tell me, man, what part of South Africa are you from and how's the musical industry over there?
I'm from Pretoria, which is the capital, basically, of South Africa. And the music industry there, you know, it's kind of growing. We're still growing, but in terms of Amapiano and the whole of South Africa and Africa, you know, that's the popping sound right now. You know, we finally found a voice, you know, to kind of add to the world. It's kind of, I always say it's South Africa's gift to the world right now. So that's what we're pushing. And
y'all are actually truly doing a great job, man, because everywhere you tune on the internet, whether YouTube, Instagram, any social media, all you see is Amapiano popping up, you know. And I know, you know, for a lot of my listeners, you know, on the Western world, they might not really know what is Amapiano. So could you break down for me what's Amapiano?
Amapiano is a specific sound. It's a specific genre. But more importantly, you know, I think people need to understand that Amapiano, just like hip hop or pop music or Afrobeat, you know, comes from the heart. You know, it comes from the circumstances, the way we grew up, you know, and us fusing. You know, there was a sound called Kwaito. And, you know, South Africa has a huge house music following, you know, fusing that, making dance. And then you find people like me who add elements of storytelling with, you know, with the vocals and rapping over the beats. And you have the sweet side of Amapiano. Some people are singing on it, you know, and then you have the beats only, which is more of the dance and the house element coming into it. But, you know, Amapiano is a spirit. It's the spirit of South Africa and, you know, musically put into the world.
I know, Focalistic, the funny thing is, right, the first time I heard about you was about a year ago on the Kestar remix with Davido, right? So,
yes,
I was searching, you know, just searching, looking for music, and I saw it. And when I hit play, I heard you come on, you said, choo, 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 choo. I was like, whoa. And then after you said, right after that, you said something along the lines of, I secret a bit. I don't know what you said, but when you said that on the energy, I said, yo, this guy lit. This guy lit. So I don't know, man, you know, for all my people in the Western world who might not really understand what it is you said when you said, what is it you said? Could you break it down for us and what does it mean?
Yeah, definitely. You know, as I said, Amapiano is our spirit, man. And that basically means this is not trap. These are songs from my hood. And I think when I made that, it was about, you know, finding my own identity as an artist. As I said, I also started out rapping, trying to be, you know, more like a trap artist because they obviously present that to our TV stations at the time, you know. And it was kind of like a protest to say, you know, listen to us as well. We have our own sound. I said trap, guys. That's what I'm saying there. It's not trap. These are songs from my hood.
So if you all didn't know, now you all know.
100%.
You know, because of Keystar, you know, obviously, you know, you've done a lot of stuff before, you know, and, you know, the collaboration with Davido and everything, you know. So right now, everyone looking at your success and they're like, yo, you know, he's doing his thing, you know. But most people love to hear a good come-up story, you know. They love to hear the backstory, you know. They love to hear how you started, you know. They love to hear, like, how everything happened, you know, with the Davido connection, you know, how you came up, you know, from just getting started to where you are now, man. Could you share the story with us?
Yeah, you know, as I said, I started off as a rapper. You know, I was South Africa's hottest MC. I don't know if you know that this MTV thing where you know, you kind of like voted to be the hottest MC. I was the hottest MC in 2020, and you know, from there I was stressed because I wanted to figure out my sound. You know, I wanted to do something different, tell my story. And you know, I always say the beats are like the canvas. So I needed a canvas that suited what I was doing at the time, you know, trying to take my hood, make my hood proud and take my hood to the world. And that's how it started, you know. And the Davido, I had met Davido 2 years before the feature in my hood in Pretoria. He had come down for a show And, you know, they kept playing songs and he's like, who's this kid? Who's this kid? And the DJ is like, yo, this kid is right here. His name is Foka, you know. And I took Taiku's number. We're like, yo, we're going to work. Fast forward 2 years later, Gesta remix is Gesta before the remix was #1 on the Nigerian charts, you know, which was crazy because I had never been to Nigeria. And, you know, just speaking and connecting on the DMs, I eventually went to Nigeria. I went to perform, and, you know, after performing, I was like, yo, do you want to be on the remix? And he's like, yeah, definitely. As we said, we had, you know, we spoken 2 years before that we're going to work. This is it. And then from there, you know, it's just been amazing. We just have, you know, a brotherhood relationship in terms of music. We got champion sound. I'm actually shooting another music video, you know, with David as well. So, you know, our relationship has been dope like that. But, you know, in terms of the sound and pushing the music, that's what we're doing. That's the mission right now. Making sure that it's international and it can stand on the same stages, you know, as your pop music, your hip hop, your Afro beat. You know, I always say an African child's voice right now is so important. So that's the come up story. It's pushing that sound. You know, everyone knows Amapiano to the world. Oh, it's the trap,
yeah, man. And you know, also one thing I noticed, you know, from listening to your music, I noticed it seems like you're a very huge fan of Maradona, right?
Yeah.
Very huge soccer fan, you know, football fan as we call it. You know what I mean? What's up with the fascination with Maradona, man?
I used to play soccer on a real level. I was serious. And then, you know, I got into playing with these words and playing with beats. So I quit that. But in my soccer days, they used to call me Maradona. So that's kind of a name that stuck with me for many years. Everywhere I'd go, they'd say, you know, you're a star player like Maradona. And that's how it came. You know, that's just me being true to what people from my hood call me and what they know me, you know, when I was playing soccer.
Here you are now, from playing soccer in your hood to now on your first American tour. And I know you're very, very excited because right now it feels like a dream come true, right? So tell me, man, what's the experience? What's the vibe like being in America and touring for the first time?
You know, being in America is crazy for me because, you know, as I said, I used to look at all the rappers, you know. So you start understanding what Atlanta means to a Future or what Toronto means to Drake, you know. So being here for myself and being able to kind of take all that information I've learned from rap and, you know, translate it into, you know, what I'm doing. It's been a crazy feeling. And being able to see people from, you know, an 18-hour flight, seeing people who know your song, you know, I don't think you'll ever get used to that feeling, you know. So for me, the most important thing is that we push the sound and make sure that every kid's dream ends up like this. Every kid who, you know, has a sound and has a dream is able to get here. And that's what Amapiano is for us. It's that transport, that 18-hour transport that we're pushing the music to the world. And that's what it means for me. It's been really amazing. You know, I can't believe it when I'm performing, seeing people, you know, rapping word for word and singing word for word. It's amazing.
You mentioned Future, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, now you're in America, you're in Atlanta. Is there any huge rappers, any American stars who you look up to, who you may want to try to connect with while you're on your tour in America?
For me, I always say making music is like making a baby, you know. So I'd obviously want to get to know, you know, any of them on a personal level, and, you know, that's been happening. So I don't want to kind of jinx anything that's been happening. So one thing I will say though is that, you know, as those artists you mentioned, the big artists, you know, they're also human beings who have stories. So for them, it's more important to kind of get our story as well. So that's our value right now. You know, as Africans, we have a different side of the story. And, you know, pushing the sound with them means involving them in our story. And that's the wonder of it.
Big facts, you know. And I would really love to see, you know, like a Future or, you know, like a Migos remix on an Amapiano tune with Focalistic.
Yeah,
that's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, definitely.
Talking about new music, man. Let's talk about your new record, 3310. What's the vibe?
Yes.
What's the inspiration behind it, man?
Very nostalgic. You know, if you were there in the, you know, late 90s, I think you know, you might have had a 3310. Very nostalgic. I think with the song, what happened was, it was kind of reflective, as much as it's dance, a lot of people don't understand how reflective the song was, making the song was about reflecting back to a time when you'd use your mom's 3310 to call. And it's like right now, you send money back home, you've got your own car, you've grown up and you've worked hard to get to, this part. And that's what it is. But, apart from the backstory, very high energy song, very dance, dance infusing, and that's the sound that we're pushing. It's called Bacardi as well. So Amapiano, within Amapiano, we've got a sound from Pretoria called Bacardi. Shout out to Melo and Sleazy, DJ Maphorisa as well. We've been pushing this sound, trying to get people around the world to understand where we come from. It's kind of like, as I said, that canvas. We keep pushing it and showing people that this is where we come from and this is how we do.
So Focalistic, what can we expect from you in the near future?
What you can expect from me in the near future is a project. I'm working on a project. I think I got still 3 more singles in me. I'm working on a full-length album, so it's gonna sound really nice. Been taking my time with it, trying to make sure that I manage to touch, every topic that I've never dropped an album, so I want to make sure that by the time I drop the album, I touch on many things. I touch on being here in America, dropping 3310. I touch on my first time landing here. I touch on, my past. People don't know, how I grew up, So I want to touch on everything. So look out for the project. It's really coming. It's going to be too much. But there's 3 more singles. I got London with DJ Maphorisa that people are still looking for. Sub-Zero. There's a lot of unreleased songs. With Amapiano, another thing, with Amapiano, a lot of the songs are picked by the streets, That's why they call me the president of the streets. It's because before it even drops, people are already asking for the song. And that's the culture that we are going to leave. In the music industry, I guess, is let the people pick the music. You know what I mean?
Yes, big facts. I totally agree with it. You know what I mean? And funny thing is, man, I think I might still have my 3310 somewhere in the house in the drawer somewhere. I think I still have it, So
I need to see you post with it.
I will for sure. I will.
What
you know what I mean? So Focalistic, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you officially introduce 3310 to all my listeners right now on Pitbull's Globalization, SiriusXM channel 13, Tropical Takeover show with yours truly, DJ ANARCHY. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Peter Maradona, King Sacramento, President Estrada. You know me as Focalistic. This one is a big tune, as DJ ANARCHY would say. 3310, Melo and Sleazy, DJ Maphorisa, Focalistic. Tropical Takeover.
I suck it.
DJ ANARCHY.